Zhoong. Hello, welcome back. Okay, that was a quick little break there. Now that we're back, let's talk a little bit about. We'll just do a quick little weekend recap. I will say most of my weekend though was spent just locked in the edit room, just making the final edits on this. I do have to turn it in a couple of days, and then that'll be that. But let's take a quick look at my little weekend recap here, so you can see what the King of Halloween has been up to this weekend, apart from editing.
What's up, buddy?
All right, so first of all, this is Boo at the Zoo. This is some footage we showed this morning from Boo at the Zoo, and there we are. That is my crew. That is us at Boo at the Zoo. That is the Twin Ports Ghostbusters there. And we are posing with a family of ghosts that came over to say hi. There's our giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man there. And we do Boo at the Zoo every year. We love it. It's one of our absolute favorite events of the spooky season. And we got a lot of traffic coming through in there. And yeah, we got a lot of regulars that come by and love to see us every year as well. So we usually do it the first weekend of that they do it. They do it for, I believe, 3 weekends. And we usually try to do the first one because that's the one that works best with everybody. So we did Boo at the Zoo. And then next, after that, I had to get ready, and I ran on over to Cloquet there and did Rise of the Podcast. This is another tradition that I do every year. I go over, Jeremy and Kara, here's our 2 hosts here, and our good buddy Brownie, who used to work here. He's behind the scenes, running the videos, and doing all the heavy lifting behind the scenes there. Big shout out to the entire crew. I love you guys so much, and they will be at the King of Halloween, the movie premiere as well. So anyway, we talked about Halloween candy, and of course I plugged the movie a little bit, and we showed the trailer and kind of talked about the process. And it's always fun. This is my 6th year in a row doing a Halloween special with them. I usually do it a lot closer to Halloween, but this year Halloween is a little hectic, and then to boot, I kind of wanted to get this episode of Rise of the Podcast out there before the movie, so I could plug that a little bit. So it all kind of worked out. So Rise of the Podcast was a good time, and then on Sunday, after I was letting things render it, so it would take a couple of hours to render, I was like, all right, well, I will just walk down to the North Shore Theater and catch The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and it was amazing. It was an all-youth cast, and they did a really good job, all of them, like really, I believe there were 19 or 20 kids, and they played many different roles, and it was like really funny, and it was really well casted. They all had really good energy and a really good, I guess, stage voices as well. Apart from the Old English they speak, like you could hear what they were saying. So that was very good. It was a very enjoyable production, and that was well worth my time. I'd love to plug that a little more, but that was it. Sunday, that was the last showing that I went to. So watch out for them. They have some really good stuff coming up in the theater season. And then lastly, this is me watching the first edit of the King of Halloween movie special, part 1. I was finally able to get the full runtime together and sat through and watched cut number 1 of it. There's a couple things I'd like to tweak a little bit more before releasing it. But that kind of capped off my weekend. So, back to the movie that I've been talking about this entire time. Let's talk a little bit more about the premiere itself. It will be October 16th, which is a Thursday. And yeah, I know like Thursdays aren't the best day to release a movie, and it's not, usually it's a Friday or something, and people like to have big movie premieres. We chose October 16th because that is just the special golden day, and it marks the 10-year anniversary of the release of our first full-length motion picture, Spooked in Bridgewater, which was October 16th, 2015. And then here we are exactly 10 years later releasing this film, which was which was inspired by that film. The coverage of that inspired this, so it's a whole kind of meta. It goes all the way around. So like that's why it had to be that day. And a lot of people I invited to were like, "Oh, I can't do Thursday." And I know Thursday isn't great, but that was the day. That's what it had to be. So it will be at 7 p.m. at the Zeitgeist Cinema, which is downtown Duluth here. And we will have a little pre-show. I'm going to show a couple videos beforehand. And then the whole movie itself, which is now the runtime for the theatrical cut, will be about an hour 37. And then after that, there will be a Q&A, a little post-show. You can ask anything you want. And that should be the end of that amazing, perfect day. Also, this is a free screening. So if you want to come, if you want to get in and secure your spot, please come early. I've been to a couple free screenings before, and sometimes they really fill up and there's a line out the door and they have to send people home. And that's always disappointing to see. And I hope we don't have to do that with anybody here. Yeah, if you definitely want to see this, please show up early, secure your spot, get your seat, hang out with the Royal Court of Halloween. That's the other big thing, is all of us will be there. The 4 members of the Royal Court will be here in costume. You can hang out with us, you know, leading up to the movie, just mingle, whatever you want. We will have fun stuff to give away. In fact, here's a King of Halloween trading card, fresh off the presses, ready to roll, specifically for this event. If you want a King of Halloween trading card, please come by and get one. I'll be giving these out for free as well. I'll have a little stack of them. Take a whole bunch home. Do whatever you want with them. So there is that. We will have we have a couple of things here. We have a little, the cauldron's off camera, but we have a little cauldron, little jack-o'-lantern pail, and we'll be giving away candy and fun little trinkets for everybody. And then lastly, we have our little donation area set up here for the Ronald McDonald House. We love the Ronald McDonald House, and I wanted to make this event a charitable event. So if you're feeling charitable, please come by and just drop a little something in the little bucket there, and the proceeds from that will go right to our friends at the Ronald McDonald House, because thank you guys for all that you do. Thank you for helping us. We want to help you guys in return. And yeah, we love you guys. So I think I covered everything that the premiere will be. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about the premiere itself or the movie itself or any of that stuff, feel free to message me. You can find me on Facebook or my email. I have a work email here as well. And if you can't figure that out, just go to the website. You'll see me on there. And then I'll be doing a little bit more press until the movie comes out on Thursday as well. So I think that about wraps up the King of Halloween movie special episode for now. We'll have a little after episode. I'll have another guest, most likely, next week, and we will talk about the post-screening and all that good stuff. And then I'll tease ahead, I guess. I have a fun little flick of the week planned for next week, which is actually my favorite Halloween film of all time. Yeah, I know, like, this should be my favorite Halloween film of all time. It probably is. The other one is my favorite of all time, and that'll be my flick of the week next week. And hopefully we don't get preempted by any special reports. Unfortunately, world events, we don't have any control over, like, breaking coverage of that stuff. It was very unfortunate timing, but hey, these things happen. So we'll be back next week. And in the meantime, my friends, if I don't see you Thursday, I'll see you Monday. And stay spooky, everybody. Ta-ta!